Hey guys, check out this $110,000 bluff on the river by Eric Pearson on Live at the Bike. We're going to go through our thought process with this, and we'd like to see what you think as well in the comments. So hit us up.
Okay. Can I call them crypto boomers?
Yeah, I like it. It's way more entertaining.
I just made that up right now.
I'm actually here before he turns up.
But he hasn't said much at this table of talking to players.
Now I'll get on a fucking plane.
Call.
Oh, Eric with the spicy limp under the gun. And Yo Viral is just going to punish.
Get him, Andy. Show him what
He's going to force Eric to play big pots in position.
And all three
Or out of
stars.
position.
All three stars have a hand here.
I was going to make it 6.
And the 3-bet from Andy comes right in, squeezing the lemonade stand on the button.
Wow, Pearson snap call, which his hand is, what did Tony...
Okay, so to recap here, what's been going on in this game is Eric Pearson has been employing a strategy where he limps under the gun quite a bit. This is not the first time that he's done it. He's done it before, and the exact thing has actually happened before where somebody tried to isolate him. In this case, it was Yo Viral. And then Andy, who's on the button, tried to re-isolate, which he did. Only this time, all three came along. So Eric, who's a very sticky player, he came along and he called the raise, and so did Yo Viral.
Tony G used
I'm
to
on
say.
Team America today.
That's,
USA.
when a hand is standard.
USA.
Be on Team Australia. Come on, man.
Qualifies. Eric
I was
Pearson's
on
hand
Team Australia
definitely
when I was
qualifies.
Good qualify.
Okay, so now this brings us a 10-9-5 flop, and if you've been following Eric Pearson's play at all during this Live at the Bike, he is not going to be slowing down or putting any money into this pot without some kind of a fight. So let's watch what he does next here, and we'll break down exactly what's going on, what we think's happening in each opponent's mind. So if I'm Yo Viral here and I flop top pair, top kicker, I'm going to be betting this pretty aggressively just for protection, also to see where I'm at. There's going to be quite a few hands that come along. Queen Jack, King Jack may even peel one, some Jack 8 type hands, 7-8 obviously, which is actually in this hand. And then we're going to know exactly where we're at. So we're going to hammer flop. On a 7 of diamonds turn, we're also going to be hammering again. And Yo Viral does hammer that flop. He does hammer this turn again as well, which is something I completely agree with. I think there's going to be too many ugly turn cards here and river cards that just completely destroy our hand value. So obviously 7's not the greatest card. Some of the hands do get there. Some 2 pairs get there. Some straights get there. But I think it's still a bet here and seeing what happens. And just charging basically any drawing type hand or weaker 10 or Queen Jack or Jack 8 or anything like that, or even a 9 with a flush draw might call here, 5 with a flush draw might call. So we're getting called by quite a bit worse, especially in a limping range out of Pearson. I think that it makes a lot of sense to bet the turn there. On this river, let's break this down. So thinking about our perceived range from Pearson's point of view, it's got to look like we have some kind of a set or 2 pair or even just top pair, possibly even an overpair. The way we've been hammering this, we could also have a straight. We can have quite a bit of hands here. So if Pearson does have us on a strong holding and he did have, let's say, a strong hand on the turn, there's no way that he wouldn't have gone for a check shove or a check raise on this turn here if he had a made hand. So I really don't think that's possible, especially given the way that Pearson's been playing. He would have just jacked it up on that turn had his hand been made, and he didn't do that. So what we're now trying to depict here is when that river comes, that 3 of hearts river, does that help Pearson at all? No, it doesn't. So if I'm Pearson, God bless him, he came out for a 110K bluff on that river. But if I'm Yo Viral, I'm definitely making this call here, just given the fact that the 3 of hearts really doesn't allow anything really to get there other than 6-4, and really the only 6-4 that Pearson can have, given the bet sizing, is probably 6-4 of diamonds, which is still very unlikely. So I would probably be making this call on the river, just given the fact that Pearson's range is going to be so wide. Not only that, but he's so capable of making a big bluff. And I think that if he did have a made hand, he would have just jacked it up on the turn, and that river doesn't really help his range. Now, you might be wondering, well, how can you be so sure that he would have raised turn with a made hand? And you have to say, like, if you're sitting there and you do have a set on a 10, 5, 9, 7 board with 2 diamonds, let's say you have a set of 9s or 7s or 5s, there's so many action-killing river cards that you're either A, going to just not get called on, or B, you're going to have to just fold on. So it's suicide here not to be raising a made hand on this turn. So that's how you can probably be pretty sure that Pearson doesn't have a made hand here.
I think I've made none of my money in poker off big pairs, but I've seen people win. I've seen people who actually lose huge pots of aces. Like, how many
Aces, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you see a lot of...
Well, that's the thing with aces, right? You either win a small pot or lose a big one.
That's why I don't like them. 2-4 on the other hand.
Yeah.
Look what
Good
happens.
hand.
You never lose a big pot
Yeah.
and lose 4. You know what I mean? Are you going to talk?
He's speechless.
And the more Eric talks, the more Yoviro is confused.
10 seconds.
So through.
Commentators can go home. Eric's doing it for me, mate.
I mean, you pretty much have to pay me off at this.
Now, I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but Pearson actually offered him $30,000 to see one card, and it would have thrown him for a loop because he's either going to turn up the 7 or the 8. Either or, it could be a set, 2 pair, or a straight card that he would be seeing. So it's an interesting dynamic that Pearson adds there with his talking. It probably helps him some of the times. It probably hurts him some of the time, but it's interesting to watch, that's for sure.
Oh, he showed. He folded and he showed. And he gets a handshake from Yoviro. And Yoviro's the only one who knows he...
I hope you guys enjoyed that breakdown. It's easy for us to sit here when we're not facing $110,000 bluff on the river and say what the right play is. So it's important to keep that in mind. But I do think we have to make the call there with ace 10, just given who our opponent is. Like, follow, and share if you like this, and we'll see you later.